Today it was a scorcher around northeast Ohio. We did see rain in some parts. This is a look at I-271 north in Mayfield Heights, coming down pretty good clip at that point. This is one of those days kind of like yesterday. Sunny one minute, not a cloud in the sky, and then this. We're kind of in this pattern, it looks like.
Can we just like clap our hands to get that, to scare off these storms?
Like the bear?
That's what I do in the morning when I haven't had coffee yet and the kids are coming up. You know, you make as much noise as you can. And then everything just calms down. Yeah, it's been very tropical. I've been calling it Floridian because it really is. I mean, we start with sunshine. We're going to do it all over again tomorrow. Clouds bubble up in the heating of the day, and then you have what you saw there in the video, these downpours. We even had some hail and high winds today in spots. We may see more of that tomorrow as well. So we'll get to the maps. I'll show you tomorrow morning. We're talking another tropical start. It's going to be muggy. Temperatures near 80 in spots right now. Yuck. Hot and humid tomorrow afternoon, up near 90 degrees, and you can see some pop-up thunderstorms once again. Here are your temperatures right now. I'm a weighted blanket lover. Is anyone else wearing a weighted blanket at night with these temperatures? 80 right now in Akron, 78 downtown. You notice we're a little bit cooler off towards the east. Everyone's sitting in that thick humidity, which will continue to lay on thick over the next couple days. There is some relief in sight if you don't like it. A lot of people love this weather. Doesn't happen very often around here in terms of the whole entire year. Looking at the humidity, though, this is a dew point. This measures how muggy it feels. Look at Atlanta, Montgomery in the 60s right now. It's more humid here locally than it is down to the south. In fact, St. Louis, the winter right now, they've got a dew point at 75. That is some really thick air. The Corn Belt often, with the evaporation off the corn crop and all the crops out in the plains, often makes that more humid of a place. Local radar loop has gone quiet. We're tracking storms throughout the evening hours, everything kind of calming down as you'd expect in Florida right during the year. But look at how much of the country's got rain, pretty much from here up towards Minnesota. Some much needed rain getting into the desert Southwest. Remember, they've got a serious drought out there, areas in New Mexico, so much needed for them. And this is all really converging along a frontal boundary. This frontal boundary stalled. It's going to start to sink south tomorrow and Wednesday. That's some good news. Adding kind of fuel to the fire, so to speak, is Tropical Depression Danny now. This was a tropical storm, got named this evening, made landfall. Not a whole lot of issues with this, a little bit of wind. We've got some heavier rain, but that will become just some more added moisture to our big pool of moisture we've got anywhere south of that front that will eventually get squeezed. You've heard about the historic heat. Canada setting all-time hot records in terms of temperatures. They were just scorching, blowing records away out in the west coast as well. That's because they've got a ridge that's going way off towards the north. Remember, compounding that, they've got a drought out there that is not going to go away anytime soon. So there's the heat out there, but we've got a trough in between, and actually areas near El Paso sitting in the 70s right now, where we should have 90s and 100s down here. And then we have our other ridge out east. So we're dealing with heat. We're not going to get that heat out west. You'll see it shrinks over time. National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. Let's take you through thunderstorm chances for your Tuesday. We'll start sunny, noon, no problems. It's once we get beyond noon, we get that heating. Things will bubble up. Here come your isolated to scattered shower and thunderstorm chances. Much like today, we're up near 90 once again tomorrow. Everything should come to an end tomorrow evening, just like today. Wednesday, things start to change. We bubble up the storms on Wednesday, not quite as warm. But notice how the storms kind of stick around throughout the evening. That's because that frontal boundary will be approaching from the north. All right, in terms of this heat, here's the dome right now of heat. I was looking out and saying, well, if it's so hot here, where is it cool? Little area near Cold Bay, Alaska. They average highs in the mid-70s this time of year. If you think our winters are rough, they have temperatures right now in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees with heavy rain for the next 7 days. That is something we could settle into if we were in that spot on the map, but that is where it is just raw. The heat will start to shrink in intensity. We bring a little bit of cool air with that trough in here. We'll be in the 70s later this week, and thank goodness that record-breaking heat will get squashed to the south. Should miss Ohio. It is going to be on the warmer side next week, but nothing like what they're seeing. And look at what happens this weekend for your 4th of July. We're talking more comfortable conditions as that muggy meter goes downhill. Union Home Mortgage 10-day forecast looks like this. Tomorrow, the hottest day out of the next 10. We're dealing with 70s. I think rainfall chances stick around until really Friday at this point. But the weekend, I'm keeping dry right now. There will be rain close by, so we'll keep an eye on that. And the next week, Lena, we're talking pretty seasonable for this time of year. Nothing, again, like they're dealing with out west.
Okay, thanks, Matt.